Evaluation Part 2. The question was, how effective is the combination of your main product and ancillary text? I felt that both my ancillary tasks were successfully combined with each other and have a good connection with my main task, and I made sure of this as I asked my members of my target audience whether they felt as if the two final ancillary tasks were similar and that they would recognise these if they saw them advertised anywhere. However, even before I made sure that my target audience felt as if both of my ancillary tasks were combined, when they was officially finished, I also, throughout the whole process of making my ancillary tasks, kept constantly asking my target audience if they felt like they were combined with each other. I'd done this in order to make sure that I was making my magazine and poster front covers effectively and that my target audience were pleased with the outcome. I also made sure that my target audience were happy with the particular clips that I was included in my teaser trailer and asked them for their feedback on different clips in order to make my teaser trailer as best as I could. I had to make sure that my ancillary tasks resembled a horror film as this was my chosen genre, so I had to make my ancillary tasks more dark and mysterious, so I made sure that I was using dark lighting in my teaser trailer to resemble the fact that it was a horror film. And this was effective as most of my filming was dark and created a better atmosphere. For a horror film, I made the girl who was the killer in the teaser trailer look scary by having a long shot of her on the poster, but then having a close-up on the magazine, so then my target audience would be able to combine these two images and have a better idea of what the killer looks like. I enjoyed making my ancillary tasks and my teaser trailer overall, however I believe that a negative of doing this was the time that it took. During the research stages of making my poster and my magazine front cover, I found lots of research of existing poster and magazine front covers that would help me with my own personal tasks for my teaser trailer. I researched into old films such as the Amityville Horror, but also a modern version of this film. The reason I chose to research this particular film existing products was because I had witnessed this film and felt it was very effective. I noticed that the products that came from this film itself were very effective and they were combined successfully, so I tried to follow this direction. I also knew that this film was very popular, especially as it had also had a remake to make it more modern. The other existing products that I researched into films such as Silent Hill, The Grudge and Smiley, as I knew these were popular films and I wanted to see how effective their products were, which was the reason that people were persuaded to watch the film. I also researched into different makes of horror magazines and posters to make sure that I was making my products as close to reality as possible. This was also a huge concern when it came to my magazine cover, as I struggled to make it look like an actual magazine cover. However, with the help of my target audience's feedback, I managed to make this more successful and make my target audience more pleased with the outcome of this. I researched into the same films, for example, ideas for my main task, as I felt it would be better to try a few different films to connect them all together so that my task would be easily combined. However, I made sure that in my teaser trailer I didn't show too much of the killer, as I felt like I'd be giving too much away. So in order to do this, I made sure that I used many long shots and only a couple of close-ups of the killer. I didn't film too much of the victim, as I wanted the message to get across that we do not know what happens to her in the end of the trailer, to persuade my target audience to watch the film. So I made her very obvious at the start, but then not so obvious towards the end. Overall, I feel as if my ancillary tasks combine very well together to my main task, as in my teaser trailer I made sure that I added clips of the girl sitting in the corner of the room, which is the main image on my magazine cover, and also a long shot of the killer standing by the door, which resembles my poster.